Good morning. How is everybody today? It's September 21st, 2022. It's about 5 minutes past 7. I'm coming to you from the East Coast, Florida, Tampa Bay area, and hope everybody is having a blessed day. And no matter where you're watching, it may not be morning in your neck of the woods. And if this is your first time here, again, welcome to the stream. This is a stream that focuses on the collective reading. It is collective messages, collective teachings. Good morning, Stephanie. I haven't seen you in ages. How have you been? We have to connect. If you would like a personal reading, those are done on a donation basis. This stream again has an emphasis on teaching and messages for the collective with a nature-based theme. This is the Oracle of the Roses deck by Sherilyn Darcy. And if you saw my thumbnail, you will see the 8 Oracle decks that I use during this stream, along with the free 5-card tarot reading with the Flower Fairies tarot deck. It was handmade. If you're ever looking for a very unique tarot deck, you might want to check out Etsy for some of our lovely tarot and oracle readers who also create decks. I think I'm actually going to start reviewing and showcasing some of my favorite Etsy tarot shops. Okay, so let's start with our Oracle of the Roses. Oh, Stephanie, that's so good to hear. Yes, I spent a lot of time trying to pick out music that I really wanted to use on my streams. I'm getting a lot of positive feedback on the choices, so that makes me happy. This is actually an artist named, oh my goodness, Sonic. Oh, that's what you get from being old. Sonic Sorcerer, that is his name. He actually has some music on Amazon Prime Music. So if you are like an Amazon Prime member, you could actually look up Sonic Sorcerer and hear some of his music. He does have a YouTube channel where he has some of his music. And of course, I pay for the rights to this music to use it. But you can, listen to him as well. And I don't think he's, very well known, but I think he's amazing. I might reach out to him if time allows. Okay. So I will get one of our beautiful roses. Messages from the Oracle of the Roses. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for us today from the Oracle of the Roses? Yes, he does a lot of Celtic music too. A lot of goddess music, mystical, healing music. Oh, and we are right here today. And I've had a very busy week. I meant to go live yesterday. I had to do a customer service call that had me on the phone for over 2 hours. By the time I was done, then I had appointments in the day. I'm like, wow, I can't go live because of customer service. The Citizen. Now, this is very interesting because a lot of people right now are getting ready to vote. Trending all over different social media platforms. How do I register to vote? And today's card is the Citizen. So this could be spirit, responding to that. Well, that is if you're in America. If you're in another country, I'm not sure if you're voting right now. This is number 37. And this beautiful rose is called the Lion Rose. Oh my goodness, you're working, Liz? Oh, don't let this music put you to sleep. Is what you are doing in keeping with the direction and outcome you want to achieve? If not, what would you need to change for you to better align with the energies to achieve balance and success? It is all well and good being the rebel, but sometimes you do need to fit in. Work with proven methods and not try to reinvent the wheel to get to your goal. The citizen is the everyday person who is focused on democracy and the betterment of the people. They are approachable, friendly, and easily connect with others. The ethnobotanical archetype exploration for this beautiful rose asks you this question: what do your strongest and easiest human connections make you feel? Now, I know for me, my strongest and easiest human connections are between me and my children, and they make me feel loved, rewarded. My sense of purpose is not only being fulfilled, but being accomplished. Okay, botanical notes for this rose. This rose was bred by Joseph Pernay Duchère, who lived from 1859 to 1928, and he lived in France, and in 1905 named this rose for the city of Lyon, where Pernay Duchère lived. A third-generation rose grower, he was prolific in the introduction of new hybrids. The site of the city Lyon was originally a Roman military colony that during the Renaissance period became a center of commercial fairs, commerce, and industries, including printing and silk manufacturing. The Lyon rose grows to around 3 feet in height, or 1 meter, and does best in full sun with fertile, well-drained, and moist soils. It flowers in spring, summer, and autumn. The plant energies associated with this rose are balance, authenticity, truth, acceptance, and belonging. And that's how we're seeing that citizen and democracy, community-minded, belonging to your community, all of that is part of this message. The deities that work with this rose are Libertas and Athena, and the zodiac sign Aries. So it's interesting to see if Spirit will continue a theme today of community, democracy, working with others, belonging to groups, things of that nature, especially when we do have elections coming up. That's where I think Spirit is going, but we'll see. Next we have the Flowers Oracle, and this deck works in conjunction with the Bach Flower Remedies, if you're not familiar with those. Flower essences. Dr. Bach believed that certain flower essences or the essence of the flower could alleviate various human conditions, especially conditions of the emotions or conditions of the mind. Very similar, but they're actually separate things. Our mind is what you think, and our emotions are what you feel. But many times, what we think directs how we feel. So they're interrelated, but they are actually different. And of course, healing, health, well-being is all about bringing all parts of our body, our spirit, into wholeness. For our minds to be whole, our emotions to be whole, our bodies to be whole. That is the state of perfect health. We should always be striving to heal, to bring things to a state of wholeness. So if you are interested in the Bach flower remedies, you can find them in your local health food store. You can find them on Amazon. And if you really dig deep, you might even want to purchase a set of these cards yourself and work in conjunction with the flower remedies. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for us today from the Flowers Oracle? Thank you, Spirit. And we are right here. And hello, Pooja. Welcome. These streams, you will notice them by the thumbnail. They're teaching. The other streams that are the free messages, those have a different thumbnail. And today we have Centauri. This is a beautiful flower. It is number 14, Centauri, and you can see that gorgeous pink. And I'm not familiar with, Centauri plants in person. I've never actually seen the Centauri. Your glance is fixed on others, by their needs and desires, but in this way you risk disappearing from your own horizon. Look inside yourself toward what you are and what you want. There you will find the constancy to be free, the will to move along your path, the strength to create your destiny. Love your neighbor as yourself. Very interesting. I did want to know if Spirit was going to move along with the theme of we had the citizen, we had democracy. But this card, even though we do have love your neighbor as yourself, and I do want to show that in our guidebook, that is what it says. Love your neighbor as yourself. This is our message. Your glance is fixed on others by their needs and desires. Again, with our citizen, I was saying I felt like this was related to democracy, to voting, and of course that that makes sense that we're focusing on what does the community need, right? But I like this. But in this way, you risk disappearing from your own. What is that? Oh, horizon. I thought that was an N. From your own horizon. So that's neat. Look inside yourself towards what you are and what you want. There you will find the constancy to be free. So much here that is dealing with social justice and politics. The will to move along your path, the strength to create your destiny, love your neighbor as yourself. So what is this message Spirit is saying, bringing through, with voting and social justice? Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. To keep that in mind when you maybe are going to the voting polls, And this is the Oracle of the Fairies. Curious to see if we're still dealing with democracy. Not sure what message the fairies would be bringing in that area. But not to lose yourself along the way. Also in these readings so far, we've only drawn 2 of our 8 cards. We also see a focus on being authentic, being true to ourselves, and from that state of being made whole in ourselves, the ability to love and care for others, whether that's in our family, whether that's in our direct household, but also in our community. So I do see that there's also an underlying tone of compassion for others in today's messages. So let's see what comes through with the fairies. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have from the Oracle of the Fairies? Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have from the Oracle of the Fairies? And our message is right here. And it is tree wisdom. We are spending some time in nature. This is our tree dryad. And what I love about this fairy, you can see that she's playing her instrument, but she is made of earth, made of trees, rooted and grounded and connected to the earth. Tree wisdom. This tree dryad will help you navigate through your current situation. Her flute can reveal insight and answers through the sound it makes. We've also been speaking about the music, my background music. And again, this is Sonic Sorcerer. And you may find his music on YouTube, on Amazon Prime. This tree dryad invites you to tune into ancient tree wisdom and allow it to imbue your aura. She plays upon her wooden flute to attract your attention through its enchanting sound and vibration, and wishes you to know that your present situation can be helped when you connect with trees. Hugging a tree is a great way to have direct physical contact and form an energetic connection. Always ask permission from the tree before doing this. Take a few moments to visualize yourself deeply rooted in the ground, just like the tree, and say in your mind or out loud, I wish to connect with you. May I hug you, tree? You should receive an instantaneous answer, which may come as a word or a feeling. Trust this. Trees offer their wisdom through different gifts depending on the season. In the spring and summer months, tree blossoms can be very healing and uplifting. In the cooler seasons of autumn and winter, the trees shed their leaves, knowing that there will be new growth in the springtime. The same goes for you. I also want to say that come autumn and winter, that is when the trees also bear gifts and like nuts. Um, they drop their nuts, drop their seeds. It's also a time of harvest, a time of abundance, a time of reaping what you've sowed. It's also a time to prepare. A lot of times, you do want to do your planting um, in those fall months to reap in the spring and summer to get that bounty blooming. The fairies say tree wisdom can help you shed any unwanted cares or concerns, so learn to release with love and know that new spiritual growth will come to you when the time is right. Tree wisdom is knowing that birds, insects, and animals will carry the tree's seeds far away so they can grow in their own right, literally in their own light. Perhaps it's time for you to move away from a situation that's stunting your growth, or for a general move to allow a new set of circumstances to open up in your life. So we do want to connect with our trees. I also feel that this card, Tree Wisdom, speaks a lot about grounding ourselves. With these dreams, especially with my Oracle of the Fairies, it's a lot about earth energy, earth wisdom. We do want to connect ourselves to the earth. We do a lot of meditations where we bring in that white light of spirit through our crown chakra, but we also do a lot of meditations where we anchor ourselves, root ourselves, become present, and really draw up earth energy through our root chakra, which is located at the very base of our spine. And it is a circular vortex that extends from the front to the back, and it spins. And when you meditate through your chakras, you want to bring that white light from spirit down through your crown into your chakras, but you also want to pull up that beautiful red ruby energetic healing of planet Earth, deep down inside of Earth's core, where it's molten and lava and burning, and you want to bring that up as well. That is a very powerful part of our grounding, our meditations, of learning how to be present. Very helpful for those dealing with anxiety, with fears, with phobias, with depression, even people who have suffered tremendous abuse or horrific experiences that deal with PTSD. Meditation, being grounded, being able to come back from disassociative places that you may be going into your mind for self-protection, and to realize that right now I am present, I am in my body, I am healed, I am whole, and I am safe. So a lot of that tree wisdom, our trees are rooted and grounded and firm, and they stand there, they endure, they stand the strength of time, they withstand the trials and the tempests and the storms and the tribulations, and they're not easily shaken. So that's all part of that tree wisdom that we can bring in to our own daily lives and learn from. And now we're going to get our message from the Goddess Power Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reid. Now this message may be reversed or it may be upright. If it is upright, it is an empowerment message. And if it is reversed, it is alignment. That means that there is some area in our life that Spirit is saying we basically need to course correct, shift our focus, shift our gaze. And again, these are collective messages, so this reading will apply to all of us. And thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for us from the Goddess Power Oracle deck? Spirit. What message do you have from the Goddess Power Oracle deck? I just felt led to turn my deck upside down. Oh, now that is interesting. I actually have a different card in here, and that just showed up. I'm going to include that. Let me see what it is. Okay, that's Bobcat Spirit. Life is a mystery. And we did pull that the other day, but because that is showing up, I'm keeping it. Life is a mystery. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for us today? What message do you have for us today? Thank you, Spirit. And by me saying that it just showed up again, it actually was on the top of the deck. When I had shuffled with my eyes closed, it was just happenstance. It should have been in the middle of the deck or somewhere else, not the very first card on top. Okay, so I will see if this card is upright or reversed. And it is upright. And it is Ariane Hood. And this is time. She is a Celtic goddess of time. Number 3, Ariane Hood, goddess of time. Love her Celtic symbol. And I'm going to put her back on the screen. Right now, you have all the time in the world to reach the fullest potential of your intentions and desires. Ariane Hood, the Celtic goddess of time, is your champion, and she will ensure your timing is perfect. The hours will expand to gift you the space you need to complete anything that you started. Today, recognize that no matter what is in front of you, time is your friend. Consider that everything you intend and desire also has its own relationship to time, and will all come to you in the perfect form and in the perfect moment. Patience, dedication, and quiet anticipation are delicate yet potential allies now. Ariane Hood is your ally, and your timing is perfect. So I love that because many times, especially as you start to get older, I'm approaching 54, and you do start to become a little bit more, aware of time, and kind of, you get to this place in quote unquote middle age where you begin to assess your life and how much time do I have to actually accomplish my dreams? When you're in your 20s, you feel like you have unlimited time to accomplish your dreams and stuff. Okay, now I'm also going to be including our Life is a Mystery Bobcat Spirit, only because of the way that card showed up on the very top of the deck. So I do feel that was a little significant. So I'm including Bobcat Spirit, Life is a Mystery. I like this. Life is a mystery. We're pairing that with the Goddess of Time, that we do have time to accomplish our goals, accomplish our dreams, to have patience. But we always have to make sure that we're working hard, setting our intentions, and doing what we can to manifest those things that we want to achieve in our lives. So it's always a delicate balance, isn't it? Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for us from the Animal Spirit Oracle? And this deck also can be upright or reversed. If it's upright, it's Oracle. If it is reversed, it is protection, with the animal spirit offering protection and wisdom in some area. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for us from the animal? Okay, we are in here. We are right here. It is this card. Let me see. This is a big deck. It's 68 cards. Okay, and we are at Moth Spirit. Surrender now. and it is protection. Surrender now. Now, this is interesting because we just have life is a mystery. We had time, but now we have a message all about surrender. Moth spirit, surrender now. Let's see what we're surrendering. Number 39. Moth spirit can be intense, and honesty about your own compulsive tendencies is needed right now. It is too easy to switch from one addiction to another, distracting yourself from the discomfort of uncertainty and the thoughts and emotions that arise when you aren't single-mindedly pursuing a goal. Moth spirit calls you to practice moderation in all things and recognize when you think you are headed toward the light, but are really heading into a fire that will cause burnout. Why are you so resistant to letting up? Could you be avoiding difficult emotions you need to feel and release? Now is a time to do a fearless inventory so that your addictive tendencies can be toned down and rechanneled into enthusiastic activity and moderation. You are not a machine. Listen to Moth's spirit's guidance and message that a change is needed to support your well-being. Maybe deep down you know you have become too attached to something and someone. Let go of your need to control the outcome and allow yourself to remember the many ways you want to channel your energy to relationships, to work, to giving to others, to self-care, and to all the other pursuits you value. Wow. And I'm also going to read again Bobcat Spirit Life is a Mystery, and this one is also protection. Bobcat Spirit tells you this is not a time to reveal your deepest, most cherished dreams and desires to others, but rather a time to be quiet and gentle with yourself as truths begin to emerge in your awareness. Self-protection is called for, so be discerning, selective, and even secretive, revealing no more than is necessary. People have a way of imposing their opinions on you, so pay attention to whom you surround yourself with at this time. Be watchful and check your own motives as well as those of others as you keep your secrets to yourself for now rather than expose them to those who may potentially misunderstand your intentions and may not be supportive. Let your logical mind take a rest as you start to perceive the energy of your environment. Bobcat Spirit wants you to be stealthy and wise and keep your own counsel. Let yourself be a mystery yet to be revealed. And those are always very powerful words of wisdom. You don't have to tell everybody everything. And next up, we have the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck by Kyle Gray, one of my favorite decks. And welcome to everybody in the chat. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for us today? The Angels and Ancestors. And our message is right here. Oh, we have, oh, I love this. Okay, so there is synchronicity, include life is a mystery, harness mystic power, high priestess. This is all about tapping into our subconscious, tapping into our psychic gifts. A lot about manifesting our goals. Yes, Monica, this is free oracle messages. I'm doing 8 oracle cards and then a free tarot reading at the end. High priestess. Align with the light and focus on all things positive. The High Priestess is the physical embodiment of the divine feminine, the goddess in human form. She has had many names through time and space, but her essence has remained similar: fierce, powerful, and disciplined. In many traditions, particularly pre-Christian, the High Priestess was in charge of spiritual and religious orders. I'm going to put this up. I'm going to show them that for a bit. In many traditions, particularly pre-Christian, the High Priestess was in charge of spiritual and religious orders and was the voice of authority and guidance from the gods. The High Priestess in this deck is the consort and partner of the High Priest. She is joined by a black cat representing the Egyptian goddess Bast, who protects her from lower energies, and she stands strong in her glory and power. You are a mystic with the capacity to connect with energies that go beyond the human senses. Within you is a force of magic that is directed by your will. There is an opportunity for you to rise up at this time, but it requires dedication and discipline. You are being guided to look at what you are working on or at the situation before you and determine where your priorities lie. If you are unable to figure that out, you must use your intuition and discernment to focus on what will bring you closer to your goal and the happiness of everyone involved. When this card arrives, it is also important for you to check in with your intuition, as it will give you the guidance that will be important for your growth. Um, a lot today about meeting our goals. We started off with democracy, some citizenship, how we're treating our neighbors, but it's all really culminating in how we are reaching our goals, what we are doing to manifest those things that we're trying to create in our lives. And next is the Celtic Tree Oracle. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for us from the Celtic Tree Oracle? Thank you, Spirit. And our card is right here. And this card as well may be upright or reversed. It is reversed, and it is all hazel. All hazel. Northern Hemisphere dates are June 13th to July 10th. Southern Hemisphere dates are December 13th to January 10th. The totems are the hare, scarab, tortoise and turtles, crab, and salmon. The deities and guides are Gaia and the great mother goddesses like Sophia and Isis, and Fintan, the white ancient one. Letters are C and K, class chieftain, ninth lunation, And this celebration is the summer solstice from June 20th to the 21st or December 21st to the 22nd. The key words are water, the moon, bounty and abundance, intuition, wisdom, insight, knowledge, sage advice, divination, poetry, creative pursuits, higher perspective, and clarity. I do want to say that that works very well in conjunction with our high priestess, which is all about that moon energy, that mystic intuition, goddess energy. It is feminine energy. The Kol Hazel initiates in the ninth lunation and includes the celebration of the summer solstice, also known as Alban Heroin, Midsummer, and Litha. Here we give our gratitude for the abundance of Mother Earth. Hazel is about compassion and love for our friends and families, as well as safety and protection, which are important aspects of mothering and nurturing. Hazel supports our emotional life. She honors the moon and the waters of our planet. She supports creative expression in the form of story, poetry, art, song, and dance. Hazel brings clarity when we seek advice. The agam for this tree is Kol and the letters C and K. Your feminine nature, the changing of the moon, the lunar principle of receptivity and mystery, and the goddess Sophia of higher wisdom are all relevant now. Your female lineages have something to say to you, as do your spiritual heritage. Take some quiet time to tune in and listen for their nurturing messages. Take your intuition seriously. Find time to sit by a body of water near your home, a lake, the ocean, a river, or a stream. This tree suggests appreciation. Appreciate cycles. What cycles are you in right now? This tree suggests acceptance of where you are right now, as it is impossible to push the river. It is a time to give gratitude for all that you have and to honor the earth. Notice the abundance around you. This is a time for family time and family reunions. This card invites you to find gratitude for all the mothers in your life. If you require nurturing, cultivate friendships that can support you. Nurture others. Mother each other with compassion. It also may be time to heal the mother wound. Perhaps this is the time for forgiveness. If you are a mother, make sure you are representing the best qualities of this role. If not, move towards changing your behavior. Be the kind of mother that you would like to have yourself. Spend some time in nature and follow the course of the moon. Consider poetry, divination, and meditation. Call up your inner muse, as you can find inspiration here. Pay attention to your dreams and creative urges. You are offered wisdom that can be applied to any situation. Creative solutions are possible. Seek the advice of elders. If you seek clarity, this card will offer you sage advice. Go within and ask the ancestors for specific messages for you. Now, I did pull this reversed, so I am reading the reverse message. Are you ignoring your intuitive knowing? Perhaps you don't like what you are sensing, as change is indicated. Even so, it is time to pay attention to wisdom that is offered you. Are you resistant to advice? Are you cut off from other women, from the mothers in your life? Perhaps it is time to heal a mother wounding. Perhaps you are cut off from your family or your connection to Mother Earth. How do you mother yourself? It is time to cease repeating habitual negative messages to yourself. Instead, begin giving yourself the nurturing you require. Offer this to others as well. Too much criticism separates us from ourselves and others. Perhaps you are experiencing a creative block. It is time to learn new skills. Would it help you to work with others to overcome creative obstacles? If so, look to your community. Or it may be that you feel stymied in your pursuits and goals because you are not heeding your intuition. If so, go within and reconnect with your own inner knowing. And here is today's message. I represent your own inner wisdom. I am that small, still voice inside that is sometimes hard to hear. I stand up for the heart wisdom that ensures life and health for you, your situations, and your mother planet. You'll find my speaking in a babbling brook, or a dense forest. You'll find me in the fullness of the summer sun. I am part of the paradise in which you live. I produce the hazelnut of wisdom and ancient knowledge. Please take care of me and of yourself and the children of this world. I am the birth of your own dreams and visions. Now is a good time to use your divination tools. It is also a great time to support others and act as a guide or helper. So we do have continue to see this theme of community, caring for others. We've had caring for others, love your neighbor as yourself, um, democracy. We have a lot going on. Now it is time for the Witch's Kitchen, which is a card, fun oracle deck where I pull a card that represents an herb, a little bit of that herb's history, and some of its medicinal uses, and a little spell if you want to work with that herb in your own um, spiritual practice. It's fun. Okay, thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for us today from the Witch's Kitchen? What message do you have for us today from the Witch's Kitchen? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for us today? What message? And our message is, and it is yarrow and expulsion. Here's our yarrow plant, yarrow facial scrub, expulsion. And get rid of some things. Fever is high, I'll sweat it out. Toxins exiled, there's no doubt. Expulsion is my forceful charm as I dismiss and expel harm. Its magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be. There, it is done. Here's some more of our yarrow. Put your boundaries in place and expel anything that is preventing you from being your magical best. Richly endowed with spiritual properties, I've been preserved in temples and treated with reverence for my ability to influence lifeblood, the essence that is carried through the blood itself. As an amulet, I will protect against evil, for my power is capable of overcoming the forces of darkness. I will safeguard you from the toxic behavior of others. Keep in mind that I intensify the work of other herbs and increase their essential oil content. Do not be fooled by my pretty lace features, for I'll make you sweat to break the fever and have the power to ostracize congestion, bruises, arthritis, and measles. Plant me next to your threshold to deport fearsome spirits, eject any poisonous plants that infect your herb garden, and banish any other toxins that creep into your life. And this is a recommended recipe. It is a powder for nosebleeds and wounds. Harvest yarrow leaves only, not the flowers. Use the long leaves at the base of the stem, hang them up to dry, or use a dehydrator. Once the yarrow leaves are dried, place them in a coffee or herb grinder to make a fine powder. Keep in a dry place in an airtight container. Yarrow's Latin name, Achilleae millefolium, is derived from Achilles, whose warriors were healed with yarrow. Fossilized yarrow pollen was found in Iraq in a Neanderthal burial cave dating back 60,000 years. Stories from ancient China speak of the yarrow that was used to reawaken the spiritual forces and balance yin and yang energies. So today, Spirit is recommending that we work with yarrow and its many healing benefits. So let's do a recap. We have the beautiful lion rose, the citizen, and then we had centauri, tree wisdom, connecting with trees. We also want to focus on that grounding meditation. Ariane Hood, the goddess of time, reminds you that no matter where you are, no matter what mistakes you feel you've made in life, you are in the perfect place. Things are unfolding according to divine timing, and to trust this. Then we have surrender now, not trying to control or manipulate others, but to surrender yourself to the processes of life. And we also have a lot of focus on goal setting and our intentions. And life is a mystery. That came through several times. We don't need to control, but we also are reconnecting to our intuition. We have our high priestess here. Keep things to yourself. Not everybody needs to know what your goals, your dreams, your visions, and your plans are. But if you feel that that you're at a creative block or stuck at a standstill, you really just want to tune in, meditate, reconnect with your intuition, and pick up where you left off, essentially. And then we have Cole Hazel, and this is reconnecting to our mother lineages. Are we being the type of mothers that Spirit is calling us to be? We can rectify that by just being the type of mother we would like. How would we respond to mothering, and make sure that we're mothering our children in that line? Also, to kind of evaluate any female relations in your life, to make sure that you are flowing harmoniously with trusted women, friends, family members, elders, things of that nature. That we do want to honor women and that energy and that wisdom that women can bring to us. And then we have yarrow expulsion, and that's working with this herb to banish any type of negative, toxic, even evil energy. Now I'm going to do a free 5-card tarot reading. I'm going to clear and charge my deck. And hello to everybody in the stream. I'm going to change my background music. accidentally booted myself. Now this reading is a free 5-card tarot reading. It is situation, challenges, solution, advice, and outcome. The intention has been made for this reading to be applicable to everybody at all times, no matter when you see this. And the situation will show us something that has become a stronghold in our lives. The challenge shows us why this situation has become a stronghold, why this is a problem that we're having a hard time overcoming. The solution is Spirit's answer to how to solve the problem, solve the situation. But many times Spirit will just give a very simple answer, like the Spirit's answer to war is peace, okay? If you're fighting with your spouse, Spirit's answer is to have peace, stop fighting. But a lot of times in our human condition, it can be a little bit more difficult, more challenging to try and implement Spirit's solution. So the advice card comes in to tell us Spirit's advice. This is what you can do to bring the peace. This is what you can do to heal the wound. This is what you can do to implement this solution to the situation. And then the outcome is Spirit's way of saying, if you do this, if you follow this process, this will be your outcome. Okay. And Spirit does tend to hit on pretty heavy topics in these readings. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What is our situation, challenge, solution, advice, and outcome? Situation, challenge, solution, advice, and outcome. Thank you, Spirit. What is our situation, solution, situation? Okay, our situation is right here. And let's see, it is the Knight of Wands. And very interesting. And this is my Flower Fairy Tarot deck. I do want to zoom in a little bit, but this is the Knight of Wands. And in this tarot deck, I actually do 2 readings. If you notice, this is poplar. That is the flower that is depicted here, the tree. It is a poplar tree. But we have a word here, courage. So I do this as a tarot and / oracle reading with the words. Our Knight of Wands is all about taking action. It's about bravery. And here we do see the word courage. Okay, so we're seeing here that our situation is clearly somebody who's, oh, sorry about that. That's my alarm. Okay, I'm just going to zoom in on this card a little bit because I like the pictures to be full. There we go. So right off the bat, we can see that our situation here, Spirit is speaking to those of us who are dealing with fear. We're losing our bravery, losing our bravado, Maybe we're afraid to make changes. It came through the Oracle messages today multiple times about taking those steps to move into a new direction, maybe moving away from people that are hurting you, moving forward to achieve your goals. Okay. So our situation here, Knight of Wands, we kind of know what it is that we're supposed to be doing, but something is holding us back, and it does appear that this is some sort of fear. Sometimes, I think people actually fear obtaining the things that they want to get. You set your manifestations, you set your intentions, but still I think for some people there's a fear of, what will my life really be like if I actually get what it is that I think I want? But we will see what the challenge here, what is holding us back? Why are we afraid to take action? What is causing this fear, this inability to move forward? And our challenge card is the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands. And if you look at our word here, we have energy. Okay? So we see that we're losing our courage. We're losing our faith. We're walking in fear. We're operating in doubt because our energy is not in the right place. This can be we're allowing too much negative energy to cloud our mind, our emotions. But the Eight of Wands is also a card that has a lot of movement and motion to it. The Eight of Wands in many different tarot decks, if you're familiar with the card, it's all about like arrows being fired, arrows being shot. Some of the decks have archers, literally, aiming your target. Okay, and this is something that we've been seeing a lot in today's Oracle readings, and it's coming through in today's free tarot reading. We have to have energy. We have to have bravery. We have to have courage to fire that shot. I'm a vegetarian. I'm not too big on hunting, but I did see a story this morning about this monstrous crocodile that these hunters shot, and they killed, and it was their big trophy. Well, it takes a certain amount of bravery. It takes a certain amount of courage to go out there for 5 days hunting a massive behemoth in the wild that's terrorizing humans and animals alike, right? It takes energy to fire that shot, to make sure that you do have the energy to set your sights on your target, your goals, your dreams, your vision. And you have to have that energy, positive energy, lined up with spirit and keeping your focus on the target that you're trying to achieve. So when you know it is time to make your move, that you're not walking in fear, missing your opportunities, missing those shots. You need to have the bravery, the strength, the courage, the foresight, the vision, the focus, the determination, and the energy that when it is time to pull back and draw your bow, that you have your eye on the target and this is the time to fire. Boom. Now I did it. Okay. So now we're going to see what is our solution here. What is the answer? Why are we not making our targets? Why are we holding back? Why are we not getting what it is that we desire? We have the Nine of Cups here. We have the Nine of Cups. We have fidelity. We have, we pretty much have a lot of laid back, being comfortable in what we have, thinking that we've kind of already achieved it all, okay? But Spirit is saying here, our solution here is to know that you really can have the fulfillment of your desires. You really can achieve your goal. You really can. And I was just saying this, that sometimes we set these manifestations, we set these goals, we set these dreams, and we really just hold ourselves back because our energy is kind of misaligned. Like we don't feel either we really can obtain it or we feel we really don't deserve it. And Spirit is saying you need to understand here that the goals that you have, your dreams, you really can achieve them. You really can get what you want. And of course, it's not always going to be the way you've envisioned, because maybe your expectations are over exceeding what Spirit wants you to have, because our dreams, our goals, and our visions always have to be in line with Spirit's purpose for us being on this planet. And if our dreams, goals, and visions are not in alignment with Spirit's plan for us, there's going to be a disconnect. In order to make sure that we do achieve those dreams and goals and visions, we have to begin by making sure our dreams, goals, and visions are in accordance with Spirit's plan and purpose for our life. Your intuition will lead you to that core, true purpose. The things that you desire, the things that you love, the things that have always inspired you and blessed you, the things that are good, the things that are on a higher plane and benefit the highest good of all. These are Spirit's plans for you. So if you're trying to use Spirit to win the lottery, that is not a goal that Spirit wants you to be manifesting. You have to be manifesting something that is for the highest will of all, in accordance with Spirit's plan. But Spirit is saying basically here, you lack bravery, you lack the courage to get the things that you want because you don't believe you can get them. And the answer here, like I said, Spirit's solution is always very, very simple. The answer, 9 of Cups. Your cups are overflowing. You know, you're the fat cat. You have all the blessings. That's the answer. Okay, so how do we do this? Because our advice card is Spirit's way of telling us, how do we go from fear and missing our goals, missing our dreams, missing our destiny? How do we just go into getting it all? And that's right here. I love it. My goodness. My goodness. My goodness. Check this out. Remember I said that I do this as tarot and the words are oracle? Our solution here is fidelity. Our advice here is fidelity. And the Chariot comes in as major arcana. So Spirit is basically, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring up the definition and some synonyms of the word fidelity. Because Spirit is repeating the word fidelity for us. Okay. Let me share real quick. But again, the Chariot is all about movement, moving forward. And I want to point that out before we get into this fidelity. Our problem here was the Knight of Wands. And our knights are all about movement, okay? We don't, remember I was saying, we're not moving towards our goals. We're not achieving our dreams and visions. We don't have the energy. We don't have the courage. We're being held back. Spirit's advice is move forward. Believe that you can. Believe in yourself. But our word here, coming through in 2 cards, our solution and advice is fidelity. So we are going to take a closer look at fidelity. And here's our adorable little fairy. And I like to use Bing for, I find Bing to be more educational than Google. I don't know if others feel that way. Let me turn my background a little bit. Okay, so if you're unfamiliar with the word fidelity.
Fidelity.
Can you hear that?
Fidelity.
Fidelity is a quality of faithfulness or loyalty. Faithfulness to a person, cause, or belief demonstrated by continuing loyalty and support. Synonyms: loyalty, allegiance, obedience, constancy, fealty, homage, staunchness, fastness. Sexual faithfulness to a spouse or partner. faithfulness, loyalty, constancy, devotedness, devotion, commitment, adherence, true-heartedness, trustworthiness, trustiness, honesty, dependability, reliability, monogamy, troth. Let me see what else we can get. Which word is an antonym for fidelity? I didn't click. Oh, okay. I was like, why is it there? Diplomacy. Okay. What did we have today? With our the citizen rose, right? Diplomacy. Well, of course, it's going to be disloyalty. Next question. Which word is a synonym for fidelity? Local, lovely, or loyalty? It is loyalty. And pick the word that is similar to faithfulness. She never doubted her husband's faithfulness. She never doubted her husband's faculty, his state of mind, his fidelity, his loyalty, his honesty, or his deity, his thinking that he's a god. Many men do think they're deities, but that would be fidelity. Fidelity and meaning from Merriam-Webster. Let's just see. The degree to which a copy of something shows the true character of the original. So I think that you're grasping this. Let me stop sharing. So Spirit says the solution here, our solution here is to move forward, to be faithful to your goal, to be loyal, to be not just to your goal, not just to your purpose, to your vision, but to the fact that you are co-creating with Spirit to be an extension of light to this world, to those in need, and not to give up, not to lose hope, not to let fear and doubt stop you from moving forward. Okay? That you have the strength, you have the courage, you have the energy, that you remove the negative, toxic things that are holding you back. But you stay loyal, you stay faithful, you stay committed, you believe you are going to achieve what you set your mind to. And Spirit is saying, just do it. It's like Nike, the chariot here. Just look at those feet. Look at that little fairy feet. Just picture those as little Nike sneakers saying, just do it. Just do it. Just get out there. Do you follow your intuition? You know what you're supposed to do. There's a dream, you have a purpose, there's a plan and a vision and a goal for your life, and Spirit is working with you. Your spirit guides, your angels, your team is constantly, your ancestors, they're constantly urging you on. You're on this race, and they're constantly a host of heavenly witnesses constantly saying, you can do it, you can do it, get out there, go, 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 get it. Now is the time is right. Line up your shot, shoot your arrow now, you're going to get it. And you can't just let fear hold you back. You have to do it. Just do it. And now we're going to get our outcome. Outcome. Our 5 of Pentacles. Our word here is sensuality. Our 5 of Pentacles is we are not going to let the fear of lack, of sickness, of saying I'm not strong enough, I'm not healthy enough, I don't have enough money to do this. No. Not only are we going to move forward, obtain our dreams and our goals and our visions, but you have to see here that our 9 of Cups is all about a sensual wish fulfillment. If you see this card, and it's like I call it the fat cat card. It's a man whose like cups are overflowing with blessings. And this is like a saying, his cup runneth over with blessings. His cup is filled with blessings. It's a sensual thing. It's like he's drinking, he's toasting, he's drinking the fine wine of life. This is a sensual thing. Not only are you going to meet your goals and succeed in a spiritual sense, but in a very physical, practical sense as well. Our 5 of Pentacles, if this was a reverse where this was the situation, we'd be talking about somebody who's really suffering and lack and doubt. But because this is coming in for our outcome, we're seeing that jasmine, that sensuality, that fragrance of the senses. This not only I would call it like a heavenly aroma. So this is saying that there's nothing missing, nothing broken, nothing lacking. There's no sickness, there's no poverty, there's no illness, there's no lack here anymore. You have achieved your goal. You have set your vision. And I would just like to see what is coming next. And then after that, we have Two of Cups. So I actually just threw in an extra card. Whenever I pull a card that's kind of like traditionally associated with something negative, I do like to pull in an extra just for people who are very familiar with tarot. Um, but I am not surprised here that we have the Two of Cups coming in. When our situation solution was the Nine of Cups, following that outcome is affection. This again, the Two of Cups, it's love, it's harmony, it's two people coming together. For me, the way I'm taking this reading, I feel this Two of Cups is you working with spirit. Many times the Two of Cups can represent lovers' energy, agreements with partners, business ships, friendships, things of that nature, lovers, spouses, two people who are working. But because this reading is coming through as a co-creation with spirit, I do believe that the Two of Cups is saying, yes, I am going to give you the desires of your heart. I am going to bless you. I am going to make sure that you are succeeding in your life. You are the head, you are not the tail. And you are going to come to this place where you do realize the manifestation of your dreams. You're going to reach this place where you're in this state where you just say, thank you, Spirit. Thank you. You did this with me. You brought me here. I listened to you. I followed my intuition. I worked with you. And here we are. Here we are. And we did this and we've accomplished the dream. We've reached this level. What's next? Let's do it all over again, because there's another realm. There's another level of glory to get to. And let's do it. And it's like what I was just saying with our Chariot here. Remember, the major arcana cards are always the most important cards in the reading. Everything else builds around the reading. And everything else in the reading builds around the major arcana. One major arcana card here, Fidelity, came through as our advice. Again, with the word fidelity coming through for our solution. And I said, look at his little feet. Think of Nike, just do it. There's nothing that can stop you from achieving everything that you are put on this planet to achieve. The only thing that can stop you is yourself. The only thing that will limit you is yourself. This Knight of Wands, this fear, you have to be brave. Trust in spirit, trust God, trust yourself, and know that you can achieve things. Not only the spiritual wonderful things for yourself and for others, but also the things that you need for your senses, the practical pentacle things, the health, the money, the finances, the roof over your head, the food for yourself, the food for your kids, the electric bill paid. Yes, you will receive and achieve all of these things. Spirit will bless you so you can bless others. Spirit will give you wisdom so you can in turn impart that wisdom to others. And Spirit will give you financial success so you can use those finances to bless others. It's always moving forward to the next level. It's never about hoarding anything for yourself. It's never about me, myself, and I. And that's why, so many people, when it comes to things of spirit and psychic gifts, the first thing people want is, I want the lottery numbers. I want the money. I want to know, how to fill my pockets and be that fat cat. The Nine of Cups is a fat cat card, but it's not about sitting back enjoying all this wealth and money and success just so you can hoard it and use it on yourself. Spirit wants to bless you so you can bless others. Spirit wants to impart wonderful gifts to you so that you are an extension of Spirit's light and love to give to other people. It's never about hoarding it for yourself. And when you set your dreams, you set your goals, you set your visions, you're setting your plans of intention to achieve them. Yes, there will be financial blessings that come to you as well, for yourself, for your family, because that is how Spirit works. But it is never just so you can get to some pinnacle on a mountaintop and stay there with all the little, prizes you've accumulated. That's never how Spirit works, ever. but we have this fidelity here. We have this loyalty, this love, this steadfastness, working with Spirit to achieve your dreams, your goals, your visions. And then when you accomplish, every time you go from one glory to another glory, from one success to the next success, because in order for you to hit the first success, you have to believe you can. And what Spirit is showing here is many of us are not even hitting the first success because we don't believe deep down that we can. And we get stuck, we get stagnant, and we're not moving forward with Spirit. And Spirit is speaking to us, telling us all the time what to do to get to that next step. And we're not listening to our intuition. We're not taking time in meditation. We're not coming to Spirit. Half of the time, we're not even inviting our spirit guides, ancestors, angels, God into our lives to help. Many times, many people wake up in the morning with a whole list, a laundry list full of problems that they have to deal with. They're overwhelmed by the problems. They're crushed by the problems. They're devastated by the problems. They've lost their will to live because of the problems. Sometimes they get mad at God about the problems. Many times they don't say to their angels, to their ancestors, I give you permission to come into my life and help me with this problem. Because Spirit is not going to just step in and fix your problems for you. But whatever problem you have, Spirit, please, I give you permission. Come help me. Spirit guide, please help me with this problem. Spirit's going to help you. Spirit will help anybody who asks for help. So it's on that same principle that many of us are not reaching our dreams, our goals, our visions because we're not working with Spirit, because we don't believe Spirit really is going to help us. We think that we have to do everything on our own. We think that we just have to live this life of being crushed and basically, like crushed to death under our problems, to just suffer and suffer and suffer until we pass away and go beyond the veil and then have some sort of relief. And that's not Spirit's plan for us at all. And Spirit always wants to show up and show out in your life in a mysterious, magical, mystical, amazing way of prosperity, of blessing, of success, of favor, of letting you know that you are the head, you are not the tail, you are empowered to succeed, to be blessed. And not just so that you can sit up on the mountain peak, hoarding all of your blessings, but to be a blessing to others. So again, this message was very, very strong throughout, that we are not achieving the dreams, our goals, the things that we're trying to manifest, the things that that we're setting our intention on, because deep down, we don't truly believe we can achieve them. Therefore, we're not taking action. Therefore, we're not being faithful to Spirit's plan for our lives. And many of us, some of us just want to argue that Spirit doesn't even have a plan for our lives. Well, we came here with a purpose. We are co-creators with Spirit. We did not create this planet. We did not have anything to do with any aspect of life on this planet. We are here as light bearers, as messengers of the light, of extensions of the light. And it is our job to elevate ourselves, to overcome the darkness in ourselves so that we can bear that light, let Spirit work through us and extend that light to others and help create this world of light. Because if you haven't noticed, this world is not full of light, and this world needs you to be light, to be an extension of Spirit's light and love to this hurt, dying world that is descending quickly into madness and depravity and wickedness in all of its forms. And if you don't believe that Spirit will use you, you're not going to be used. If you don't ask Spirit to come in and intervene in your situations, in your problems, and help you, then that answer is not going to come that way. So I hope this message blessed you. Just know that any you're not here alone. You're not here without a helper. In fact, you have many, many helpers always ready to assist you and guide you along this path. So, I think what I'm going to do, let me see, let me check this real quick. I have some groceries coming, I think in like half an hour. I think what I'm going to do is give out some free messages from Spirit before I go, because I'm actually early. It's not even an hour and a half. I have an appointment later today. And hello, Sam. I wanted to go live yesterday, but I had to do some customer service stuff. It took 2 hours. I was on the phone with customer service for 2 hours yesterday. It was not fun. Then I had an appointment. Did all that, came home and completely passed out. Something very common with me in my old age. So I am going to put these oracle cards away. And hello, Maurice. Did you want to, if you want to make a donation, absolutely you can. If you want a personal reading, let me put a card up here. I'll put this up. Okay, so I'm just going to put these 8 oracle decks up. Okay, awesome. Okay, 1 second, Maurice. Pull stuff up. Okay, Maurice, I am going to take just a few seconds here before I do your reading, but I want you to come up with a question for your career reading. Because I do have a $30 spread for your life purpose, which is more along the lines of like what type of career you should be in. So for this, for your reading, I want you to come up with a question, and I think I will just do a Celtic cross for you. Are you in between jobs? And is there a field that you're considering? So just kind of let me know what you're looking for. Okay, Maurice, let's see. Maurice, weren't you up for promotion before? I feel like we did a reading about this before. If I remember correctly, didn't we do a reading about a promotion for you before and it was very positive? A few months ago? Am I mistaken? Yeah, the promotion. Wasn't it like the promotion was going to be in a different aspect of your job? Would get you out of, like, into a completely different Okay. So June. Yeah. Yeah, so it must have been around June or July we did this, right? Remind me, wasn't it like no, it's not security related, right? I keep saying security, but it was something that was going to take you into a different, like if you get this promotion, you're going to be in like a completely different type of setting. Why do I feel security? So also though, I feel like there's something else here, which I'm not sure this was present in June. So are you saying if you don't get this promotion, that takes you, if I remember correctly, into like a whole different field, are you willing to now get a completely different job? Right, I remember now. Was there something about a friend with the mechanical part? Was there something like you had a friend that was somehow trying to get you into this promotion? Do I remember that correct? Also, Maurice, do you connect to a David? Someone named David? And you're saying you just want to know, has anything changed? What do you mean by that? Has anything changed, like because you're waiting to get this promotion? Because I feel like you had a supervisor that helped and your best friend is David. Now, was David trying to help you get this promotion? I'm just setting my intention because you're waiting. So you mean you want to know if you're getting this promotion. But Spirit is showing me something about your best friend, David. Now, was there something about you working? Okay, so was there something ever about you working with David? Because for some reason, Spirit is speaking to me about David. Maybe not your best friend. Maybe something else. But I do feel like there's some connection with somebody named David and work for you. But it's not your best friend, okay. So we will just look at your promotion. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What does Maurice need to know about his promotion that he's waiting for? What does Maurice need to know about the promotion that he's waiting for? And has David ever offered you to go into any type of business with him? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What does Maurice need to know about the promotion that he's waiting for? What does Maurice need to know about his promotion? What does Maurice need to know about that promotion? What does Maurice need to know about that promotion? Okay. Now the first two cards are going to represent what you need to know about the promotion. That's why we're in Pentacles. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. I'm so ridiculous about these readings. I want my cards to be front and center. Okay. I don't want to see my background. I want to see the card. Okay, so Page of Pentacles. Very interesting, because for this to represent your promotion, it actually has the energy of starting off at like a ground level, starting off as a beginner. Would your promotion actually be starting at something on a ground level? Okay, so your promotion here is more in line with your true calling, what you deserve, what you want, what you feel is more fair and balanced, okay? But there is something to your promotion that starts you off at the beginning, and maybe it's the beginning because it's going into the mechanical side. But either way, you do feel that that is where you belong. You feel that is your true path, true calling. So let's see what's going on here. And our goal, Page of Cups, again, another page. This shows you'll be starting as a beginner. Okay. And this shows here that it's also the beginning of doing something you love, something that your heart is actually invested in. You said you don't like where you currently are, and it's very clear, to the point that, you dread this, and this would be a matter of your heart, much better. So let's see the obstacles. Let's see what's going on. Hopefully this is not a serious obstacle. Okay, obstacle here, 10 of Cups. This is what you need to know about the promotion. That's a strange card to show up for your obstacle. Are you married? This could just simply be that the obstacle here is that you need this job to care for your home, to have peace with the family. Maybe you feel you're not making enough money. Okay, so let me see what's around this promotion. Block change. You wanted to know if anything changed? Okay, no. 4 of Pentacles. No, you're not married. Do you live with anyone? Or do you live alone? But let me see what else is around, because you wanted to know if anything has changed. Nothing has changed yet. Well, let me see what else is around. Okay, nothing has changed, but it does look to me like a decision is going to come soon. A decision is going to be coming soon. Okay, your immediate outcome, King of Cups. That's very good. This could be a boss. This could definitely represent a boss. Single and live alone. I don't feel that this obstacle relates to your family. Like, I don't know. It's possible. I can't guarantee it, Maurice. It is possible that they're looking at somebody who maybe is a family man. Like, is this like one position they're trying to hire for? But beyond all that, because I really am not sure how that is coming in, our King of Cups is coming in as the immediate approach. And it feels to me that right now, the decision has not been made. They're in the process of coming up with this decision with our Knight of Swords. So I don't think it's going to be much longer. I think you are coming in as somebody that they are really looking at. This King of Cups can represent like a boss making the choice, but I think it also represents you as being somebody that they feel has this experience. Long-term approach, we're looking at strength, coming into major arcana cards. Approach, Knight of Cups. So I still feel this is very good, but let's see our outcome. Yeah, I think I still see that you're going to get this. If you don't get this, you come and let me know immediately. because I don't see anything here that in any way, shape, or form it's negative. I see that this is, you're waiting on this decision. The Four of Pentacles, it literally represents the money and people holding the money and not giving it out. So as you can see, and this is what's around the decision, and you wanted to know, has it changed? So it's like we have this guy who's holding this box full of money. He's holding it close to his chest. So, clearly you need this, or you want this promotion so you get a bigger income. So this money flows in your direction, but they're holding it back, which means they haven't made the decision yet. But also along with that card comes this Knight of Swords. Swords is all about your mind. It's all about thinking, taking action. This is clearly, when you were coming in as the pages before, we have this knight coming in with his sword, ready to make a decision, ready to take action. Okay? But what we have here is they're looking at you for sure. They are definitely looking at you. Have you somehow made it clear to them that this is something that you not only are experienced in, but you really, love to do this? Because it looks like those are factors they're considering. It is very possible that the fact that you're single is something they're considering as well. And it could be that there's somebody else up for this promotion who has a family, and they might be feeling like he has more people to care for. I'm not sure. I'm not positive. I'm very shocked to see this as the obstacle. It just seems to me it has something to do with family. Have you ever had any family issues? Have you ever had to take time away from work due to family? But either way, it still looks to me like that obstacle is not something that's really coming in to block this from you. But possibly that could be coming in if you did you have to take 2 weeks off of work to care for somebody in your family? Could be something like that. Okay. Yeah, I think this is good. I mean, the Hierophant is a very good card for this. It's also Major Arcana. So we have, to be strong, we have the Hierophant. Does it usually take this long, though, for them to come up with a decision? I mean, why are they taking so long? But this does look very positive. You were injured at work for a time. I don't know if that would come in for the obstacle. I don't see that for Ten of Cups at all. Yeah, the only thing I can really associate that with is something family-based. Do you know if there is somebody else up for the job? Yeah, the good news is, though, I do believe that they're making a decision soon. And maybe it's pandemic related or something. Things are different, things are slower. Maybe it has something to do with that. But these two cards right here, they're really like opposites. This card is like you're stuck at a standstill. They're holding the money. They're not. It's even like you're not being generous. You're being greedy. Like that's kind of the meanings of this card too. So because this is what was around your promotion, and this is like they're holding it back, but they're also now getting ready to take swift action. This is like it's moving forward. It is. I mean, look, you have this eagle that's in flight. You have the knight on the horse, ready to make that decision, ready to make that leap. So I do not feel it's going to be much longer at all. But again, Spirit was impressing upon me the name David. And you said your best friend is David. And I'm trying to figure out where that was coming from. But if you get this job, get the promotion, and you have a new manager named David, please let me know. But I would say stay strong. Don't lose hope. I think things are moving in your direction and in your favor. You wanted to know if things had changed. They haven't changed, but they are about to. So that is actually the answer to your question, with a lot more included. Thank you. Oh, you're welcome, Maurice. God bless you. Does anybody want a free message? These are flower messages because even though I'm on other decks on other channels, this is my Fractal Flowers mainstream. These are beautiful affirmations that I'm giving out. And if you would like one, please let me know. The new deck that I have. Oh, Sam. Okay, you're the first one to get one of these flower affirmations. Okay, let's see. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Sam? What message do you have for Sam? Thank you, Spirit. Oh, Sam, right here. See what it is. Oh, it's a beautiful yellow rose. And it says, each day is a wonder to behold. Each day is a wonder to behold. So like I said, these are like some new flower cards that I have. And let me do 2 more. Basically just kind of like getting them in circulation. So we have each day is a wonder to behold. Let's get to your next card. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Sam? What message do you have for Sam? Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Sam? What do you want Sam to know? Hello, Sharanjet. That would be on a donation base. And right here. So your next card is Rose and Beauty. Rose, Beauty. Oh, look, this is very similar. Each day is a wonder to behold. Look for beauty everywhere you go to find the best in each day. Don't forget to be grateful for what you have and to express gratitude to those who help you. I definitely see the correlation here. Each day is a wonder to behold. Look for beauty everywhere you go to find the best in each day. Don't forget to be grateful for what you have and to express gratitude to those who help you. So you got 2 roses right off the bat. Beautiful yellow rose, beautiful pink rose. And now you're going to get another message from the flower petal deck. I thought about buying this deck, right, for probably 6 months. And it's just a cheap little deck, $12.95, but I didn't get it. I've been, buying a lot of other bigger decks and stuff. And then I got it, and I am just absolutely in love with it. And I'm like, are you kidding me? It's like one of my favorite flower decks. It's just so beautiful. And this is the lady who makes my Oracle of the Roses deck. Sherilyn Darcy. This is called Flower Petals. Just beautiful little messages. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have for Sam? And I'm going to put that one for you. This message is Snapdragon. Listen with care and speak with kindness. Listen with care and speak with kindness. And here's a beautiful snapdragon. So lots of yellow coming through for you with your messages. Each day is a wonder to behold, and rose, beauty. Look for beauty everywhere you go to find the best in each day. I love that. Don't forget to be grateful for what you have and to express gratitude to those who help you. You're welcome, Sam. Would anybody else like some free flower messages? And if you would like a personal tarot reading, you may make a donation. You're welcome. If anybody would like a free message, let me know. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Joking. I'm waiting to see. I don't know. It sure does seem like it's taken a while. My groceries are supposed to be delivered between 9 and 10, but it just keeps saying preparing. Usually they come really quick. Okay, well, I think I'm going to end this stream. I'll wait 4 minutes and do even 2 hours. I do have another new deck that I got, Saints and Angels. So I think I'm going to pull one of these for the day. So this, I will close it out with this beautiful Saints and Angels. Not flower, not fairy. But you know me, I'm always into my Jesus messages, my angel messages. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have from the Saints and Angels? What message do you have from the Saints and Angels? Thank you, Spirit. What message do you have from the Saints and Angels? And we're right here. This is our Saint or Angel message for everybody as I end the stream. I'll show you this beautiful card. These are the back. These are Doreen Virtue cards. I'm not sure if you know who she is, but she left New Age. I think she's like a devout Baptist or something. No? Wise decision. Wise decision. Oh, I look at that owl. It's a guardian angel card. Oh, that's so pretty. Wise decision. Of course, our owls are so wise. It's wise as an owl. Let's see this message. See if I can zoom out now so you can actually see the guardian angel and the owl. Oops. Wrong way. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we'll just leave it with that. Wise decision. The decision that you're considering is a wise one. This card is a message from your angels asking you to trust your inner wisdom. Oh my goodness, this was big in the oracles today. Sometimes you worry about your decision making abilities because in the past, some of your choices seemed unwise. Yet, if you truly think about it, you ultimately learned and gained a lot from them. In that way, you can't make a wrong decision, can you? In this instance, you're concerned with following God's will. You'll know that you're on the best path when your actions are guided by a peaceful feeling. If there's some part of you that doesn't feel good about what you're doing, then you're veering from the truth. Sometimes staying on track means taking what seems to be the most difficult route. Your angels ask you to trust in their ever present love, support, and protection. If you're making some major life changes, then your continued prayers will help you stay connected to your divine guidance. Like a pilot who's constantly checking in with the air traffic controllers, you must speak and listen to heaven as you go along. Trust the messages of ethics, truth, and love. They're real, and they're the wisest choice for you to make. Well, I thought that was a good confirmation for the stream today. Lovely way to end it. Put up another beautiful rose. I am always safe and protected. That is your beautiful affirmation as I close this out. Remember, you are always safe and protected. And there's that gorgeous rose. And there you go. I am always safe and protected. So thank you, everybody who is here with me today. God bless you. I have some appointments today and tomorrow. Hopefully, I will be online tomorrow. Wanted to do a little bit longer today. I'm not sure if I'll be able to, but we'll see. So God bless you, everybody. If I don't see you later today, I shall see you tomorrow. Take care.